Welcome to the fish tank.
Hey everybody, Fishman here, and welcome to another video. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I know I did, and I spent an awful lot of time with family, so this is going to be another short video. Next week I will get back to the regulars, because I'll still have a little bit of time off, and I'll be able to get to some builds and stuff. But I wanted to show you this before we get to the marine tank update. This is the 7-foot with the airlift, and I have lowered the water 2 inches, which is way more evaporation than whatever really happened in my fish room, unless I'm away for a very long time, and it still works. If this was one of the other ones I had built for some clients, at 2 inches down like this, it just wouldn't flow at all, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what's happening. Obviously the flow rate for that is nowhere near adequate anyway, but it is still doing something, which is kind of interesting. Here it is at the full water height, and obviously it's flowing really well and doing really well. I'm actually getting to really like this system. It's kind of neat. But anyway, I'm going to still tinker with it. I'll see if I can figure out why the 5-stage flows better. There's no reason for it to, but it seems to. So anyway, this tank's doing really well, and I'm going to be adding a lot more guppies to it because I have to transfer them out from the other system. So this is going to fill up really fast now. Now on to the marine. This is a few months in now. Actually, a little over 2 months in now. So technically cycled, but I find that underground filter systems, even for freshwater systems, they take longer. There's more of a setup time for them, and I find about 5-6 months they tend to mature better. I'm still getting some unwanted algae, nothing serious. I mean, obviously the corals are all still alive. They're not really growing. And I guess I would call this, as I put in the thumbnail, it's doing okay. I have a client that's going to be moving in the next few months. But anyway, in January I need to strip their tank down, move a lot of stuff out, and disperse it. And some of it's going to go in here. So there's going to be a lot more coral. You can see actually the algae that I don't really care about. There's a little bit more here in this corner. So anyway, there's going to be a lot more coral in this tank, and that's the reason why I haven't put fish in here yet, is I had wind of that happening. So I have I've postponed putting fish in here because I'm going to put some of their fish in this tank, well, for a short period of time anyway, until all that gets settled out, and then I'll continue with adding what I want to add into this. But there's nothing really wrong with the tank. I mean, it's fine. Okay, whatever other kind of mediocre word you can think of to add to something. It's not something I would be happy to have set up for a client, but it is working. And I think probably as it matures, I mean, it's going to take some more time. Once we get to spring, probably, I suspect this is going to actually settle in quite nicely. I have set up the auto water change on it now. It's not running currently. In the next clip that's coming up here shortly, it is running, and it does make things, as you can see, the coral is a little bit more open. But again, it's this is acceptable. Let me know what you think about it for sure. This is bare bones. There's an undergravel filter on here. There's 2 10K LED light strips over it, same as on the freshwater tanks. And there's nothing wrong with what you see here. They're all healthy corals. I'm not sure how they're going to thrive and grow, but they are surviving, and that is a good start anyway. We'll see how this all progresses, because like I said, these things do take time, and even with regular marine systems, I find patience is definitely the key. And as you can see here in the corner, this is where most of the unwanted algae is. It's just there. I mean, it doesn't take much extra effort or anything to clean it all out. As you can see, I have a few extra cleaning crew in here now. But as this matures, I'm hoping that will all go away, and we shall see how it all works out. The other thing I want to get to today is the draw for my Patreon supporters. Thank you ever so much for everybody joining in, and Brian, Ian, and John are new supporters for December. Your names are going into the draw as well, and thank you very much and welcome. The other thing I want to do is send a special shout out and thank you to Fred Fred didn't care for the Patreon system, but he e-transferred me a generous donation, and words can't express, Fred. Thank you ever so much for that. And everybody's name is now in the jar here, and I will draw. And obviously I haven't done the build yet, but next Wednesday I'll do the build. It's going to be a mini matin filter, and whoever's name comes out of here will get that. And of course I'll leave my email and all that sort of stuff so they can get a hold of me, and I will send that off to them. Currently Patreon is set up enough that I can cover the postage, which is cool. Hopefully in time it will build enough that I can actually do special builds, and we'll try that out. But we'll see how all that goes. So, Brian, congratulations. Definitely get a hold of me. My email will be below. And thank you ever so much, everyone, for watching. If you like this style of video, please like and or subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. And bye for now.